Our song gets us started this hour as usual, singing with us with enthusiasm. Project from the diaphragm right here. Project. It's time to get up in the morning, yes. Drink my coffee, hurry up. I got to get to work on time. Hey, hey, hey. Hear the whistle. Beep, 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 beep. See a train going down the track. See you later, hurry back out of my way. Hey, got to get to work on time. Hey, hey, hey. Come on now. I got to hustle. Oh, my muscles getting big and they're hot. I be sweating like a pig. Got to hurry, sorry, got to get to work on time. I got to go pack a lunch here. I'm working overtime after taxes. Barely make a dime once your clock in. Yes, sir. Got to get to work on time. Time for our national anthem. Got to get to work on time. Morning. Our special guest this hour, Mr. Kevin Derryberry.
Good morning, good morning.
If Jesus came to your house, what would it be like? Would you have to clean your bathroom? Or is everything all right? Are the dirty dishes on the table? Are the toys all put away? If Jesus came back now, what would you say? Would your friends...
Kevin, welcome back.
Good morning.
Good to see you, man. It's always a pleasure to have Kevin Derryberry on the program.
Oh, thank you for having me.
877-WE-BE-BIG is our number. Kevin will be with us for a while. Craig Shoemaker coming up a little bit later on.
Shuey.
In our program today. And those of you that are new to the show, I be Rick.
And I be Bubba. Good morning and welcome in Friday, March the 28th. The month's almost gone.
It is. I was going to say that don't date the show, but heck, Turner South would never show a rerun anyway.
Right. So
that really doesn't matter, does it? And if it is, they'll put something out the bottom.
Sure.
Because they like that crawling stuff. Yeah. You know, the crawl is back. There it is.
Yeah. It just about eats up the whole screen, doesn't it?
Well, yeah.
That may be part of the design of it. I don't know.
I know we're not attractive, and I know that I'm in desperate need of a haircut. No offense to Kevin, but you know, you start getting a little bit of self-esteem problems. The crawl inches up to the point that it's about to take us out completely.
Yeah, we look like that guy who's trying to peek over the fence.
Yeah, Home Improvement.
Yeah. The crawl rocks.
Before long, this will be, and right across here, it'll be like a celebrity birthday, almost just officially shaming me to no end. Tell me they don't have celebrity birthdays anymore. They at least took that out, didn't they? Listen, Ohio State.
Our TV is so big in here, I cannot see it. Look, in the new control room, whenever we get that, can we like put one of those huge, what do they call it, the, plasma screens on the wall?
Yeah, I think so.
Like WABC had, and I mean, Rick, it was huge. It was big. It was big as the American flag.
Oh yeah, I saw one like just not even a big one, and I had some big time misconceptions that I would get me one.
Yeah.
And the guy talked, and I was ready to go, and I said, "No, how much is that?" And he told me, and then in a minute he was putting smelling salts, waking me up from I was laying under the electronic.
Yeah, the plasma is.
Hey, they're proud of it.
They're a little pricey.
They're proud of that.
Wow, they're proud.
Well, the price will come down when there's more of them. That's what I keep telling myself.
You remember back when VCRs used to be $1,200?
Sure.
Huh?
Now you can buy 12 of them for $100.
Yeah.
There's nothing to them. DVDs are coming on down.
Oh, I know.
Ain't nothing to them anymore.
I don't have that replay TV thing though. That TiVo that everybody's fired up about.
Can I tell you
and see, I ought to be all over that, and I just haven't done it. I don't
am in shock. I'm in shock that you. How
about my cousin's got it, and he showed me. He records the show here on Turner South, and then he can go back and look at it any time, or if he cuts it on and it's. It's got like 5 shows. It'll say, hey, can I, delete this one? And I mean, it's just cool the way it works.
You're not up on it, huh?
Have you got that?
Have you got it?
I don't have it.
But you got a recording studio in your house.
Yeah.
I'll never have
it. That counts.
I'll never have it because, it's just, there's only so much I want to do with my TV.
Right.
To me, there's a certain...
Well, see, this lets you do your thing.
Is it easy, though? Is it no hassle?
You watch it at your time. But like, what is something you love? You like animal shows?
No,
Seinfeld. So you could tape every time it comes on, and then you could go and watch it whenever you wanted to.
Well, can I tell you something? And
somebody told me it had a new feature. You could cut the crawl off the bottom of the screen if it bothers you.
Take it off.
So I may look into that. I don't know.
Can I tell you though that the complaints about the crawl basically Turner South has told y'all to have a Coke and a smile? I just appreciate your input. I think we'll leave it up there.
Celebrity birthdays.
No,
I saw Reba McEntire up there.
If there's a celebrity
now, I had to squint to see it.
Is there a celebrity birthday coming across right here? Am I pointing at it right?
Yeah, it's right over there.
Right here. Let me tell you, the other thing is...
See, we've made our whole career making fun of people who does celebrity birthdays, so it really kind of looks bad. But anyway.
It looks real bad. Who cares?
That's all right.
But here's the other thing.
It all comes back to haunt you now.
Well, we're getting in with TV people now. That's a whole different little bunch. God bless them. I love them, but they're just they're a little bit more important than radio people.
It's just radio with pictures.
Yeah,
I think it's a passing fad.
It'll never last.
Seriously,
this TV thing will never last, people. Nobody wants to look at you. The other thing is about the reason why I don't like having TiVo and this. Since you've known me for years, you'll understand this. Other people go, "What's wrong with him?" You understand. I come from a family of quirky people, but there's a certain thrill to me. And if I miss a show, it's gone. You know what I mean? I like trying to be at the right place to try to catch it.
Right.
Look, it's like going hunting. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I'm hunting for programs I like. Well,
see, I'd like to go home and it come up and say, okay, here's all the programs dealing with this.
Right.
Or all the Partridge Family episodes that aired. And just. I go, okay, well, where they painted, that time where Danny stole Keith's hair, I got to see that.
It's incredible technology, but to me, it's almost like hunting on a baited field. To me, I like going out there setting up. Is this the...
Why did you use that particular reference?
Sorry. I apologize for that. Thanks. But, it's like when they put us out and we go these places and you wonder, am I on the field where the big one will come?
Sure.
Am I in the woods? They put me in the swamp and claim that I might not see much, but if I see one, it'll be a shooter.
Yeah.
And, wondering, is this it? But then there's also the time where you sit there and you're so bored that you want to throw yourself from the tree, you wish you had TiVo of hunting.
Right.
You'd almost want to hunt in a zoo.
Right. If your arms are long
I got
enough...
30 minutes to get the big one.
Yeah.
If your arms are long enough, you'd shoot yourself with the rifle.
Right, sure. You find yourself going, what's all this sportsmanship? I'm going to shoot some at the zoo.
Yeah. The heck with it.
So see, I'm a man torn.
You're caught. Well, see, I got to get it play with it. I can't believe I haven't got a Firefly.
Now, for you not
Speedy, you don't have it. Speedy's got everything else.
Prater.
Yeah, including
Mark Prater is fired up about it.
What has he got? Which one's he got?
He's got TiVo.
Or isn't there one called Replay TV?
I've heard the Replay is superior. I'm just telling you what all my little geeky friends are telling me.
Well, according to Prater,
has Robert got it?
Oh, no. As a matter of fact, Garnett and them's got it.
Mark Garnett has it. He'll be a tough critic.
And also Eric Overton has it.
Look, we need to have.
Well, according to Prater, TiVo's changed his life. I mean, he says it's.
All right. So when?
But I barely have enough time to watch it when it's on. Not much less go. Okay.
Well, here's the thing.
Everything I want to watch.
No, here's the thing. You're not a prisoner to the schedule because you're recording it. So you go do whatever you need to do. Then when you get time, you watch it when you want to.
The beauty of it would be if all of a sudden you look around and you can't believe it, you actually can watch TV now and you can decide what's on. I
would like to hear from the audience on which one's better.
I've heard the Replay is better.
Well, I heard that too.
And I don't know why.
But I know TiVo's got like a new thing now, like TiVo 2 with the direct TV satellite.
Rick, if you're sitting there and your show comes on, the big one comes by, and you're sitting there, all right.
Yeah.
And then here comes Big Love and the
I know,
gang,
and that's what happens all the time.
But what if in your real life you could replay back?
Oh, I know.
To when you missed a shot, or you didn't have the shell in, or whatever, or the fishing, you missed him, and you got to relive it again.
But
you know,
it's kind of like Groundhog Day of real life.
But just the pressure of me trying to even get it to work right.
I think what I saw was so easy, it would have been hard to mess up.
That's why people like this replay when they said it's even simpler.
I want the one that talks to you and goes, what do you want to see?
I'm still trying to figure out how to program my VCR, man.
I don't even have a DVD player. I mean, so I'm a little behind the curve.
Can I tell you the VCRs and all that set themselves now? That is a major step forward. You don't have to reset them on leap forward, fall back, all that prehistoric stuff.
I cannot remember.
When did that happen?
Listen, I cannot remember.
We got to do it so the kids can work in the field.
Can I say this? I honestly cannot remember the last time I sat down, program started at this time, I sat there and it ended at this time, and I was there through the whole thing. I can't even remember.
See, this would be perfect.
Yeah.
I'm there.
I
know Kevin's got some things he's got to do, but I got to find out which one's the best, because I'm on fire for it.
But yeah, the TiVo thing, people are saying it would play to my ADD thing, and you're right about that, because I just kind of...
Did I tell you I got stuck, too, over the holidays while I was off?
Stuck in your truck again?
Yeah, but I finally got out, but it was close.
Obviously.
Bubba.
Tell you, I was in a panic for a minute going, hey, I'm getting deeper. This ain't good.
Uh-oh.
One word limb.
We'll be back.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
We're back 18 minutes past the hour. Next segment, Kevin Derryberry will be performing live for us. Kevin, of course, you can go to his website. There's a link off rickandbubba.com. Kevin's been on the show many times. Those of you that are viewing us on Turner South and markets where you've never heard the show before, or maybe you're new like Albany, Georgia, and some of the new people that have joined, Kevin Derryberry goes around the country playing at various events. He's a songwriter. He's a musician. Has a great story to tell, a great ministry as well. And if you have never seen Kevin Derryberry in concert, you need to find out where he's playing near you. He's at Fat Fest most every year and always gets a huge response. Fat Fest is the event we have every year. It's kind of like a Rick and Bubba and Friends, and we bring all of our buddies out who come by on the show that you have loved to hear.
We'll have TiVo demonstrations.
How about this year we set up a booth, a TiVo.
Who? Gallow is? Okay.
Okay, so so anyway, that'll be, and also he's part of an event we were at last year, Safe at Home, which is coming up this year, April 13th. It's held at the Hoover Met. Last year we saw Dave Trevecki speak.
That's right.
Man, that was an incredible
Great story.
And Scott Dawson is part of that. Kevin usually performs a few songs. It happens after the Birmingham Barons game on April the 13th. Tickets are only $5 to go to that event. The Veggie Tales will be part of that this time?
That's right. Veggie Tales, Sean Alexander, Toby Mack, and Avalon, and myself.
Wow. All performing. So,
and no model airplanes will be allowed in the parking lot that day.
Yeah,
No.
we're gonna ban all airplanes. It'll be a no-fly zone.
I tell you
there.
what, seriously, I wish I would have had a 12 gauge. I could have just blown that thing out of the sky.
That was
It was like
great.
a giant gnat.
The best line you had was because we were there. It's a positive experience. There's a great message, and Scott Dawson is an evangelist, and he was up delivering his message.
In a big place like that's hard anyway to keep everybody's attention.
Stadium,
right.
And the Hoover Met is a beautiful stadium, but it's big, And that airplane kept flying, and Bubba said there was a little tiny Satan driving it. That's so funny, because I pictured it. Sitting in there.
Oh, you're really trying to listen to Scott about
yeah. Yeah.
And then finally it quit, and Scott made reference to it, and they were just refueling. I mean, they fired it back up. Oh, Scott, right here.
Scott Dawson, I want you to look right here. Hey, just a few more minutes, right here.
I will never forget that.
It was great.
It was a great day, but that play, it was just, you could just see, just trying to break the message, It was
The Army showed up that day.
Yeah,
it was a great
It was a
turnout.
big crowd.
Tell
It's always a lot of fun. April the 13th.
Yeah.
Safe at Home, Toby Mack, Kevin Derryberry, Avalon, the Veggie Tales, Scott Dawson will be there. Sean Alexander, make plans to be part of it.
And part of it was so
Hoover Met.
funny, Rick, was the sound that airplane made.
Oh,
if it had
loud.
been anything else, but that, and you know how it'll come in a dive, has that Doppler effect to it,
Hey, and the crowd's like at a tennis match.
Yeah, they're watching.
You're sitting there and he's going, and right here, everybody right here.
How about this? 200 people still got saved.
Yeah,
Come on.
They did. It was great.
It was awesome.
It was great. All right, well, Gallow is on the phone, and we got
Colonel Mark Gallow.
Colonel.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
All busy, but we're still here clicking.
Look, are you calling from the desert? Where are you today?
No, I'm here in Hoover. I just got in, and I've been sitting here answering emails. I turned the radio on and heard you all doggone screaming for me. So
Well,
here I
you
am.
know who's coming by today.
Yeah, I saw it the other day when I was going past Stardome that old Chewy's in town again.
Now, look, let me tell
Well,
you
look,
something.
Mark, I know you're busy, and you're keeping the troops fired up and supporting and all that stuff you do. But wow, if you could come by and see him, that'd be huge.
What time is he going to be there?
8:30.
8:30 Central.
8:30. Okay, I should be able to get there because I've
Please
got a PT test that I've got to go to at about 9:30, so I can stop over for a few minutes. If
see,
I
that'll get
there
you
right at
fired up.
8:30.
And look,
What do you got to do? What kind of PT test, Mark?
We do run, 2-mile run, and then push-ups and sit-ups. Each of those, how many you can do in 2 minutes, and it's dependent on your age, whether you pass or fail. You know how many reps you do.
And you know what? We got bad news that we're
No, Bubba, stop it now. Let's wait till he gets here.
Okay. Look, Mark, you just come by at 8:30 because it could be a moment to remember.
And look, I want you in uniform.
Well, I'm in my PT uniform.
That's
will that
fine.
do?
Whatever.
Okay.
What does that mean? Gym shorts?
Well, no, it's sort of it's neat. You'll see. It's pretty spiffy looking.
Can you bring a tank this time?
Well, no, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, right
They're
now,
all busy?
Right now, they're all pretty much being used, aren't they?
You got that right. Everything we can get a hold of right now.
Well, thanks, Gallo.
Hey, if you can drop me off, your online and put me back and give me the directions back up there again.
Yeah, hang on.
Okay, thank you.
See you in a bit.
He doesn't remember how to get here,
See,
and he's sending tanks to Iraq.
I know, and I want him to be sitting here when Shuey arrives. It'll bother me if Shuey gets
Mark,
here.
try to get here prior to 8:30 because you've got to leave earlier. We need you. I mean, sitting here waiting when he walks in.
Okay, that's all.
In uniform.
All right, let's go to Dewey in Nashville. And I worried about this. Dewey, let me first of all say, he said he works for DirecTV and you sell TiVo.
Exactly.
Let me say, and I knew that was going to happen, stations, advertisers everywhere. I'm just simply commenting on what people have told me. I have never had either one of them.
Yes.
So
we're just having an open discussion here. This is not an advertisement for or against
I can see
anybody.
salespeople driving in, and I go, I heard that replay thing's better. Oh, my gosh.
You know what we need to have, Rick? You know how we have a grovel?
Yeah.
Maybe we should have a TiVo replay grovel off.
Yeah.
And let a salesperson for each one of them have 30 seconds.
That would be good. That really would be.
Now, unless he says, hey, the other one's better. What do you think, Dewey?
Well, I mean, anytime you can get any type of instant replay or some type of recording system like TiVo or replay or the PVR,
Oh, my
I mean, any of that's great. You know, like when you're sitting at home, your kids are watching their great cartoon, it's time to eat dinner, you're like, kids, come on, eat dinner. They start, put it on pause, let's go eat, and we come back and resume. I mean, anytime you can do that.
Yeah, that's huge. That is huge.
Yeah. I hunt, I fish, I go to work all the time. I want to watch certain things. All I do is tell TiVo what I want to watch. And the greatest thing about TiVo, though, over anything else, it learns what you like. So say you record the outdoor channel every day at a certain time because you like a certain show, and you forget to tell it to, or you don't set up to record all the time, it will automatically record for you.
Yeah, but it doesn't turn into like your wife where it knows what you like, but it still won't let you do it.
Well, it'll know what you like, and it'll know what you like.
It takes on a mind of its own, and next thing you know.
What you got to be careful about, though, is if your wife starts using it, you start bragging to your buddies, hey, TiVo knows exactly what I like, and next thing you know, home and garden, all the feminine stuff, and the next thing you know, oh my God.
So you're saying it'll record your favorite shows like 2 or 3 times a day, and as time goes on, it's like once a month? Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Okay.
But it can tell the difference between a rerun and if you record like Friends every week, and if it's a rerun this week, and you tell it you don't want reruns, it will not record it.
What about that?
Will it talk to you?
How does it know?
Yeah, will it call Turner South and go, why don't y'all have Rick and Bubba on this job summer vacation?
It may do that.
Yeah, I put that in there.
Can you tell it to find Stanford and
how much is it? I mean, you got to plug it into a phone line, and it downloads a program guide, right?
That's the one thing. You have to have it in a phone line to keep it updated all the time, the software. But
it does that at night, right?
In the guide, yeah, it does all that at night. It doesn't interfere with your phone line or anything like that. But
good to know your TV's making calls while you're asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hey, what does it cost a month now?
Actually, with the DirecTV, it went down to $4.99 a month. It used to be $10 a month for the TiVo service, but
what if you got more than one?
It's still only $4.99 a month. But if you got the second one, they don't charge anything else extra.
Oh,
for
that
the
ain't too
TiVo
bad.
service. Yeah,
Is it complicated to run? I mean, to get it all working? Because I just, stuff like that drives, I hate to have to learn something new.
Well, my 7-year-old son could do it,
Okay,
and my
good.
wife could do
that
it.
means
so.
that
Dewey,
means
here's another
I won't
thing.
be able
Of
to do
course,
it.
You got a 7-year-old around, don't
No, yeah, I got a 12 and a 13-year-old, so I'm
You'll
good.
be all right, yeah.
Dewey, we always like to take things that are made for something and use it for something else.
Yeah.
Can I just push play and record and make it record audio, long form? Like the replay of the show?
Just hit record and start recording something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, can you just do audio, not video?
No, it'll record both, what it hears. I mean, if you're only
if there's nothing plugged into video, it'd be black.
Just
anyway.
shut your eyes.
Right.
I'm just trying to say, could we use it for, like, recording the show or something here?
Yeah, you could.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
you sure could.
In other words, we would need to not use all that fancy part. We would just need a basic long-form recorder.
Right.
Hard drive recorder is what we're looking at.
my thing right now, though, there's so few programs that I really must see. You know, I mean...
Well, you don't know what you're missing. You
That's
don't
true.
have, what'd you call a TVR?
There's a PVR. That's through Dish Network.
PVR?
Yeah.
What does that stand for?
Portable video recorder.
Yeah, something like that.
That was close.
Program very...
The thing about the TiVo, with the moreover anything else, is you can record 2 different channels at the same time.
Now wait, Dewey, wait a minute.
Come on, Dewey Decibel.
Are you saying like off of satellite it can do that?
Yeah, off
Dewey.
satellite, I can record 2 different channels at
Dewey.
the same time. Yeah.
Now is that the one built into
2 different football games at the same time.
Dewey.
Dewey, wait a minute.
You're selling them
Dewey.
now.
Watch out,
Dewey, wait a minute. It can record It can record 2 direct TV channels at the same time.
That sales
Oh, yeah.
line is ringing now.
Channels at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
2 channels.
You mean
at
it's
the
possible that I
same
could have
You're-
behind the music and a good football game recording at the exact same time?
Oh, yeah.
time? Wow.
I tell you
How have
what.
I missed this boat?
How about this? That'd be our reality television problem solved.
It would.
Yep.
Because they're all
Yep.
going at the same time. I can't keep up with them now. By the way, I'm
You
completely
put all
out of the
the
loop. What's
bachelors-
going on?
Yeah, I tried to watch a little of this Made in America,
I don't follow.
whatever, and there
Thanks,
were
Dewey.
marriage counselors on there, and they were scary.
Yeah, they,
And,
boy,
I
yeah.
just-
Hey, have you noticed?
I thought you voted and they married. I'm like, this is some kind of...
I'm about to own you right now. All right, have you seen enough? Or have you got the counselors in your mind? What they look like?
Yes.
I didn't know Bruce Parnell was a marriage counselor. Did you? That Parnell furniture guy? That he looked just like him. Maybe his first name's not Bruce, but you know what I'm
I
talking
know who you're talking about.
about. All right, we'll be back.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and
Said all you want to.
34 minutes past the hour. We're back. Our guest, Kevin Derryberry. He's going to perform live for us here. He, let me run the list in order of some things that you need to know about. Next weekend, we will be in Nashville at Zany's Friday night hosting Rick and Bubba night. Mickey Dean, the headline comedian, with 2 other hilarious comedians. The 8 o'clock show is sold out. There are no more seats available for that. The late show, there are still some seats available, and everybody who comes to the late show is going to get free Krispy Kreme donuts.
Wow.
We're going to eat donuts at the late show.
That's large.
We'll be hosting that. The show will be there. Don Juan DeMarco will be with us. Bubba and I will be there. Speedy will be appearing at another event, I think in Birmingham that night with the Steel Dogs. Then Saturday we'll be at, is it Kids Fair? Is that the name of it? Kids Fair, which is the big family event they have in Nashville every year. We'll be there from 10 until noon. So that all going on next weekend. Also, that is also the weekend at the Talladega Super Speedway, their big weekend with the Busch Series race, the IROC race, and the Aaron's 499 on Sunday. A lot of folks, we have already won big prizes here from the program. May have another announcement for you on Monday involving the website, another way for you to pick up something. So be checking that out. Those tickets are on sale. So that's going on next weekend. Then April the 13th, which Kevin Derryberry is here talking about that, Safe at Home at the Hoover Met, where Kevin Derryberry will be performing with Toby Mack and Avalon. The VeggieTales will be there. Sean Alexander, who was on the show yesterday, will be there. And Scott Dawson, also part of that. So that'll be at the Hoover Met after the Birmingham Barons game at 2 p.m. Those tickets are $5. And we invite you to go by. The website has all this information on it, because I'm trying not to be too detailed. Get an email on this. I had more people ask me about this always that don't even know what's going on, did not even know this existed, till we started having Boomer and Brandy on the show. The MacPack, Magic City Performing Arts for Children, their next play is coming up. It will be April the 17th, that weekend. They've got school group tickets available. All this is on the website. The play this spring will be Bugsy Malone. And I'm very proud that Boomer will be playing something that's dear to our heart here, a character called Fat Sam. So that'll be great. So the MacPack does have their spring play coming up at the Alabama Theater. All the ticket information and how you can get your groups from your schools to go. And, of course, the 2 public performances this time instead of just 1, because they've been so successful. And so just want to get you that information. If you'll follow our website at upcoming events, it is all there. Kevin, are you going to what are you going to play for us this morning? Now, Kevin has also on the program. If you'll check the Rick and Bubba dictionary, we actually have a term called pulling a Derryberry.
Now, this is when Kevin came on the show, played a song that everybody just went nuts over.
It made truck drivers cry, Bubba.
But it was not available. You couldn't order it, you couldn't buy it, you couldn't download it, and it caused a panic on the show.
Yes.
Expectant mothers everywhere wanting a copy of it, tiny fingers, tiny toes, thus coining the phrase, pulling a Derryberry. I understand now there's also the phrase, don't get Dixie chicked, which means to speak out against the president and kill your target audience for whatever you're hawking.
Hey, that's a good one.
Yeah. So Kevin, will you be pulling a Derryberry today? What are you doing?
Well, I would pull a Derryberry, but I don't know. Pulling a Derryberry is good because that's when Bubba Bussy calls your house and says, Kevin, we have a problem.
Yes, yes.
How many times have I called that? I said, hey,
I think twice in my life Bubba has called my house, and that was the first when he says, we have a problem. Pregnant women are calling the show, and they're mad, and people are breaking into the studio to steal the tape.
Yeah, and finally you put it out on your last CD, so that helped us tremendously.
And we knew JT had access to the studio, and he'd trade it for like lawn furniture.
Yeah, sure.
So you know.
So what would you like to play for us at this portion of the program?
At this portion of the program, I guess I'll do. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I do Tiny Fingers?
Go, Kevin.
Go make us cry today?
I mean, we had a soldier on the phone calling his wife who was giving birth. Are you going to do that to us?
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, Kevin.
You know, I wrote this for my...
Where's my Marine hat?
How old's the baby now?
The baby is now almost 16 months.
How about that?
Is that wild? Time flies.
Boy.
Here we go.
16 months ago you did this to us. Everybody get your baby pictures out. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome. Tiny fingers, tiny toes. What's in store, God only knows. My prayer is that you'll be healthy and love the King. And if you're half as beautiful as your mom and sisters, oh, what a sight you'll be when at last we get to see. And I hope that I will always be an example of the person Christ would have us to be. And I hope that someday, well, I will be your hero, just like your granddad is to me.
Thanks, Kevin.
Last night as we laid in bed, your mommy's tummy by my head. Will you remember what I said? Hey in there, it's your daddy.
Thanks, Kevin.
Well, tiny fingers, tiny toes, little ears and little nose. We'll see how the story goes from here. And I hope that I will always be an example of the person that Christ would have us to be. And I hope that someday, oh, I will be your hero, just like my daddy is to me. Well, tiny fingers, tiny toes, what's in store, God only knows. But we'll see how the story goes from here.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you, Kevin.
That goes out to the mighty, mighty Pea-Pie Man.
Thank you, Kev. Appreciate you. You can get that by going to the website. He's a link off of rickandbubba.com, KevinDerryberryMinistries.com.
You know, I beat it that time. I just thought about tractors and plowing.
Did you really?
Yeah, that's something I could do.
I was fine until, you know, he kept on with it.
I know.
And then we'll be back more with Kevin Derryberry.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba. Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
We're back. It is 13 minutes to the top of the hour of the Rick and Bubba Show. How are you doing? Glad you're here this morning. We of course, have Mark Prater is not with us this morning as he continues. You know, I think we're getting close. He is still taking treatments for hepatitis C. But I'm getting an email about that of people who don't know the whole story. But he is doing better, expected to make a full recovery. And I think we're down to like 2 weeks more, and then he will be done with the treatment. So y'all keep him in your prayers And so that's great news that he's about to be done with that.
Rick, just another quick bit of news. The Williamsburg Bridge between Brooklyn and Manhattan has been closed in both directions. Police will only say they're investigating. There's unconfirmed reports of a suspicious package, so we'll keep you updated on that story.
John O'Shoe will join us filling in for Mark Prater this morning.
With his own theme song.
Who you get your weather from?
Who you get it from?
John O'Shoe. Information by the ton.
Everybody.
John O'Shoe. Hey, John, hey, John O'Shoe. Hey, John, hey, John O'Shoe.
Come on, John O.
Who's standing in the rain? John O'Shoe. Who's out chasing hurricane? John O'Shoe. Hey, John, hey, John O'Shoe. Hey, John, hey, John O'Shoe.
Hey,
Got the Neville brothers doing that.
that is a Gary the Geek production.
How about that?
Yes.
Geekish. Geek works.
From the man who has brought us a number of theme songs on the program. Johnny O, how you doing today, buddy?
Doing good, guys. How y'all?
We are great, John. Just sitting back here, living life large. We're just thankful that we got folks out there serving, so we don't have to be out there in the sand today.
I agree. I've been, tracking some of these quotes, that they've been giving out, and I'm going to have to start a top 10 list. I sent one to you, Bubba. Did you read that? Do you remember?
Refresh my memory.
Well, they had this lieutenant colonel from the Marines. You know how the press, I work as a press member, but they're the biggest bunch of idiots in the entire world. They ask the stupidest questions. So
Yes.
They told this guy like he didn't know. He said, hey, there's an armored column coming out of Basra going south. Do you know about that? And the guy said, we investigated that, and now we're counting the burning hulks out there. And then the second one was they went to a reporter, and the reporter had a pretty good quote. The anchor asked him, we heard that y'all were fighting some resistance out there, and are those paramilitaries continuing to fight you? He said, they are continuing to fight, but they're also continuing to die.
Wow.
Yeah. They continue to attack, and we continue to, and they continue to die.
I don't know if you saw the footage last night at one of the shows I was watching. I can't remember which one. They actually had footage from the airplane after they had released their bombs on the first night, or when they started the big bombing in Baghdad. And we only saw 3 or 4 bombs go off, but they're banking away from the city at 10,000 feet. And it looked like lightning bugs. You could just see, it was just constant lights flashing everywhere. It was really, really a bizarre view of that.
Well, I'm really starting to lose my cool with the press there, because I don't think they're reporting that the way they should. And
well, it's according to who you watch. That's the good news.
Yeah.
Right? There is choice now. There was a time when it was all pretty much the same slant. The great news about our freedom is we've continued to come up with different sources. I never thought I would sit and watch an interview like I did last night of an actual news anchor on a network just picking Jesse Jackson apart.
Oh, really?
Instead of just letting him talk, she kept going, now, wait a minute. And she would question everything he said, and you could tell he wasn't ready for it. He was like, wait a minute, y'all supposed to be throwing me softballs. Is this CNN?
What's going on?
I hope, is this the competitor of mine that has maybe 3 letters, and there's a small mammal that runs around with a tail?
Yeah, it's the network that you go, all right, and when I watch your regular programming,
it doesn't seem to match the news coverage.
And now I watch your news coverage, and wow, y'all, they don't seem to go together.
No.
But it's I'm glad to see the balance, and what they're discovering is it's just like I saw the news anchor from CNN, the little frail woman that always looks like she said, Judy.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Blonde-headed woman.
Yeah, and you're like, is she going to make it into the God
Judy
bless her?
Woodruff in there or not?
I don't know. But, she was like, they were showing all the war protesters, and then they even did a CNN poll, and it was like 76% of Americans support the president and support what we're doing. Mm-hmm. And she goes, yeah, but I'll tell you, just look at them protesters. Right. And so there comes a point where they're having to realize, you know what, our ratings are down every time we show these protesters, and the networks who are not showing them, their ratings are up. Let's see, if nothing else, make a good business decision.
Oh, there's 2 studies out today that from different media groups that said they've been tracking this, and the more anybody shows protests, their ratings are dropping. So that's not just a passing comment by Rick. It is backed up by 2 stories.
Can I say this, because I know there's a slight chance that Ted Turner may be listening to this?
I wouldn't count on that, but yeah, go ahead.
There's an anchor called Aaron Brown on that same network. Do you guys know the guy I'm talking about?
I think I do.
I'm not good with names.
No, I know their face.
He's a creepy guy. He kind of pauses every time he talks, and he looks off, and he's the other guy besides Woodruff. Anyway, Ted.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Think again about that.
Well, just God bless them. I mean, it's
look, everybody's stretched to the limits right now.
Yeah, it's tough out there right now. And now we don't even get the. Didn't they finally blow up the TV station? Are we even getting anything from them?
Hey, this is the deal. Why did we leave the TV station on for a week? You blow up the TV station the first thing and take it over and start broadcasting your own stuff.
You know what?
Like 101.
You know what I thought? I thought they might have left it on to get feedback.
Yeah.
From the other side, but and then I heard that it was the headquarters was had a preschool in its building too, and all of that. So
you can jam it. I mean, heck,
it's off now. I think they were on like a backup. Here's the thing: you ain't got to bomb the studio. Take the tower out.
Right.
And I don't know if it's on top of the building. I don't guess they have a mountain out there on the desert, do they? I don't know.
Not a lot of mountains there. Not a lot of mountains.
Is the tower sitting on top of the building? Is that the deal?
Hey,
get up there with a hacksaw. Take it off.
What about the
you put a pin in the coax and knock it off.
What about the week?
Trust me, I've had experience.
The weekend forecast. Can you give us that? I know it's going to be real general. You got about 20 seconds.
Yeah, this is going to get bad because we got rain coming in tonight, turning colder for the weekend, possible freeze Monday morning. So
good grief.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, that's all right. Good snakes will have to go back in.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah. Thanks, John. Have a good weekend.
Moving real slow.
Anyway, we'll be back. We're back. Top of the hour, the Rick and Bubba Show. 877 We Be Big's our number. Fax line 205-945-3999.
Breezes and the southern wind.
Hey, welcome in this hour, Kevin Derryberry, our guest. Kevin Derryberry, singer, songwriter. You can go to his website. It's a link off of our website. Find out how you can book Kevin Derryberry. We're also going to put since we got a nice crawl here, we're going to put that to work for you and put information up if you'd like Kevin Derryberry to come to your event to book him. A lot of you are seeing him for the first time this morning. A lot of callers standing by. I want to talk to Kevin, too, at 877 We Be Big. Let's start with Jeff, who's in Dothan. Jeff, welcome to the program, and thanks for listening to us on 93.7.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
The question I have, I called you guys last week, and I sent you a CD. There's my self-serving commercial again.
Yes.
My question for Kevin is, do you play mainly Christian events, or do you happen to ever get out into the secular side and get the message out?
Just, I'm got a whosoever God, so whosoever calls, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But my message will be the same, so...
Yeah, well, Kevin's played our event, Fat Fest, which is, I don't know what you call that event. It's kind of a little bit of everything. So, yeah.
It's a hot event.
I think the name says it all.
Yeah.
Fat Festival. Yeah.
That's right.
So it's full.
It's got everything.
Yeah.
So, great.
That's that day every year. I forget how hot it really gets. Because I dodge it most of the time.
Just give us a call, Jeff, and we'll, see what you got going.
Whosoever calls.
That's right.
There he is.
Carolyn in Montgomery. Carolyn, how you doing?
Hey, I'm great, Rick and Bubba.
Thanks for listening. 96.
Welcome. You've got mail.
Watching on the Turner Side. Hey, what's up, girl?
A little bit of both. I've got girls in the living room listening on 96.1. I'm on the cell phone, and my son is watching Turner South.
What's up,
there
son?
You go.
The whole family.
Covered.
I don't think we can get any more devoted, do you?
No, thank you.
We love it. Thank you.
Well, we have really gotten a blessing from watching y'all and from listening to Kevin. We have rediscovered Kevin over the years. I think the last time we saw you, I hate to admit it, was my husband Walter and I, who you grew up with, ran into you at Cronkmeyer's in Montgomery. So that tells you how long it's been.
Would that be Walter Green?
That would be Walter Green.
How about that?
So you remember?
I thought it was Walter Murphy for a minute.
Was that a step out?
Man, you jumped out.
Wouldn't have been him.
Yeah, but it was. You did all right.
Yeah.
You did great.
Only guy named Walter I grew up with. So
well, Carolyn, thanks to your whole family for supporting us. So we appreciate that, and Kevin too.
Well, I wish you'd tell our son is 13 today, and he loves you, Kevin. So all of you wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday, son.
All right.
And I hope, Kevin, you'll be down this way so that we can see you. But we really get a huge blessing from you, and are so glad that we've rediscovered you. And Rick and Bubba, we love you.
Thank you, Carolyn.
Hey, back at you.
Bye-bye. Let's go to Montgomery again. Nicole, listening to Alice 96.12. Nicole, how you doing?
I'm fine. I have a request and a question for Kevin.
Okay.
My question is, we've seen you in concert twice at our church here at Christ Community, and I think it's been about 2 years, and we're desperate to see you again. And my request is, we like Tiny Fingers, Tiny Toes, but my husband loves Walking in Jesus, and he'd love to hear you sing that song.
Oh, well.
Thanks. Hey, Kevin is going to do another one before he leaves. Thanks a lot. You going to be in the Montgomery area anytime soon?
Just have to check my website.
So you have no idea?
I have no idea.
Well, look, if you need Kevin, you got some openings, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, please call me.
Yeah, the website tracks where he's going to be and also how you can get in touch with him. Let's go to Jeff, Montgomery again. Wow, a lot of Montgomery calls. What's up, Jeff?
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Great. Thank you for listening.
First time caller, long time listener.
Oh yeah.
I want to tell Kevin, I heard that song about 15, 16 months. I heard everybody on the Tiny Fingers and Tiny Toes, getting emotional. Didn't do a whole lot for me, because I told the person that I called, I didn't have no children at the time. Now my wife's pregnant with triplets.
Oh.
Brings a whole new meaning to Tiny Fingers and Tiny Toes. I just want to say I appreciate it very much. I'd like to know how I can get that CD, too.
Yeah,
you need a few of them.
Yeah, his website's got them, and you can also find Kevin in most Christian bookstores.
That's right.
So the website's a link off rickandbubba.com. And look, Jeff, look, I've always said, to me, going from 1 to multiple children is harder than going from 0 to 1.
Oh, absolutely.
And you're going to do it all in one hit. You're going to go from 0 to 3.
That's exactly. I was scared to death already, because originally we thought we were having twins, and then the doctor made a mistake. We went back, found out we're having triplets.
Yeah, and you know what that means? Daddy's got a baby or two.
Yeah, you got to play zone.
There's a few more songs on those CDs you might need to listen to get you through all that. I guarantee.
Let's go.
Like Jesus wept.
JT,
Robert in Asheville. Robert, what's up?
Hey, good morning, guys. Monkey Grass.
Come on.
You guys gave me a big scare this week. I thought Turner South had took y'all off of TV.
Look, please, Robert, I've already had the uncle call from John Perry. We're trying not to ignite those solid rocket boosters, okay? Because once they're lit, you can't cut them off.
Yeah, my 9-month-old, every time she hears the theme music, she comes crawling to the TV, and she's glued to the TV. And but my question is for Kevin, what gave you the inspiration to write Tiny Fingers?
Well, when my wife told me she was pregnant, I got inspired. And the words just came. It took me about 5 minutes to write. Debuted it right here on the Rick and Bubba Show Live. First time I played it all the way through. And, God took it from there. I just firmly believe that God just inspired it.
When we started having truckers calling in saying they were bawling on the side of the interstate, I knew we had an issue here. Or a hit, however you want to look at it.
Hickory, North Carolina. Derek, what's up, brother?
What's going on?
Derek, welcome.
First time caller.
Oh, hey, man. What's up? What's up, Hickory?
Well, I found out that he's going to be in the Hickory area anytime soon, and when he's releasing a new album.
Let's see, North Carolina, again, you have to, he said a minute ago he didn't know where he was going, so you can check the website.
I'm going to be in Hilton Head. Is that anywhere close?
That's South Carolina.
Oh,
okay. You're only a state away.
Well, I've been up in North Carolina a few times, but I'll just have to check the website and see what's happening there.
Yeah, you can always follow that at KevinDerryberry.com, and you can go to our website, and it's a link. Now, what's this new CD you asked about? You got one coming up?
I'm going to have one out in about 2 months.
Oh, really?
Not too much, yeah.
Well, good. Let us know.
I'm hoping to play a song off of that right now.
Well, let's do it.
You want to do that?
Yeah, Kevin, this is something new? Kevin Derryberry.
This is new, yeah.
This is Kevin Derryberry from his upcoming new CD, be out in a couple of months.
This was a song that, I woke up about 4 o'clock one morning and looked in the Bible and read a few verses and got inspired. It was early. Boy, you guys know about that.
Yeah, well, yes, we do.
The dew's still on the ground.
Yes. No light out there yet?
Yeah. And even that early, Satan loves to say, hey, just go back to bed. Don't read your Bible,
Wow, he tells me that most every morning.
Yeah.
Isn't it true?
I think I've got a direct line.
Yeah, but he told me God don't have the lamp on. What are you doing up?
Yeah, sure. So, but if you get up, God's got something for you. Surely as the sun rises, my enemies will come. Before the morning dew dries, trials have begun. Show me your way. Teach me your path. Guide me in truth, oh Lord. For you are my God, and you are my Savior, and my hope is in you. All day long, all day long, all day long, all day long. Surely as the sunrise, my enemies will come. Before the morning dew dries, my trials have begun. Show me your way. Teach me your path. Guide me in truth, oh Lord. For you are my God, and you are my Savior, and my hope is in you. Sing it with me, fellas. All day long. Everybody sing. All day long, 24/7. All day long, rain down from heaven all day long. All day long. All day long.
You got a title for the new CD yet?
Don't have it yet, but it's going to be a praise CD. It's going to be songs that people sing along with, praise song that God's given me. It's going to be good.
Check the website, keep update what's going on with Kevin Derryberry, and all the information's there on how you can book Kevin, where you can see Kevin. We'll be back. Craig Shoemaker will be with us before the hour is done. Thanks, Kevin. Always a pleasure. We'll be right back.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.